We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from the dip area on 42 vision of white with red borders to the bright green area that I call the rip area, and coming back down so far to red bars. Now within today's volatility, our SPY bot at 10:45 a.m. sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, slightly pulling back in the second half of the day, and we need to talk about what's going on here within 42 vision, the bull and bear indicators, and that key resistance level where the bulls and bears continue to put up a fight. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot at 7:05 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows were above the midpoint into the bell and after the bell. Full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 80% plus within minutes to an hour, guys. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from the dip area to the rip area, as I stated earlier in the video, from white with red borders to bright green on 42 vision. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index in the pre-market with the bull indicator and the inflows crossing over towards the open, and the market did bounce another $2 to $3, but things slowed down, and in the second half here, all of this got canceled by an outflow crossover on the 30-minute and a bear indicator popping up at 398. Now, the bulls have had trouble getting back over 400. We've broken this down in previous videos. The longer we stay below it, the more strength that the bears are having. Now, on inflow versus outflow, I broke down on Friday a whole entire breakthrough of everything going on in the bigger picture, and I'm going to show you guys briefly here what I broke down in the previous video and what I'm watching very carefully. So when we zoom out here and we look at this from the 1 week, it's under a bull indicator, and the last time that happened was last year in August, and things actually faked out, especially once it broke below the support of 411 after that bull indicator popping up towards 431. Yes, from 411 it went up to 431, but inflow slowed down, they went red, and that support got broken through, and the bars previous to that one were actually red with green borders, and the ones after it were just completely red until it got canceled officially with a bear indicator and the outflows crossed again. This turned out to be a pretty big fake out and the only bull indicator that popped up after the bear indicator from January of last year and that double rejection there in March and January to go ahead and do the next leg down. So here we are with another bull indicator, and we've been struggling, right, to hold the support again of around 396. It keeps on fighting around that area. Inflow slowed down, and they've switched from green to red. Now, this isn't guaranteed to go right back down or that it's going to continue lower, but it's something to watch, right? It happened before, not guaranteed to happen again, but something to keep in mind. And the inflows were green last week, and I stated I was going to watch going into next week, which is this week, and the weeks coming forward. Will it turn red and start pushing towards the midpoint? And we're already getting that type of action here. So it's going to take some strength on the 1 day to actually bring things back up, because the longer the outflows are down on the 1 day, it can roll over into the 1 week and eventually cancel out this bull indicator and this push back up here towards 420 area, creating a double top here from the previous time it was up here and where it is now to then do the next leg down. Again, none of this is guaranteed, but it is something going on in the chart to not be overlooked, and it's something to keep in mind. Now, we also want to see the 1 day have some strength, right? When we go ahead and zoom in there on the 1 day, the outflows are dominating. It's trying to come back up, and it got a bear indicator at around 404 to 405 area. So that is something that is not to be ignored as well, because if this bear indicator continues to dominate and these outflows reject anywhere below the midpoint or pull further away from it, well, that can reflect pretty quickly into the 1 week chart, as we just saw that the 1 week chart is showing weakness and the beginning of outflows, right? I'm going to pull it up there again, and you could see it there. It turned red and it's slightly going downwards, even though it has a bull indicator and it's fighting to stay above the support of where that bull indicator popped up, which is between 396 to 397 area. Now, here we are on the 30-minute. What are the key levels I'm watching here, or that I would watch going into tomorrow? Well, the first thing is outflows are dominating. I would like to see the inflows pick back up on the 30-minute, cross back over, start reflecting that strength into the chart, cancel out this bear indicator, and same thing here on the 15-minute, right? Those inflows are trying to pick back up. Outflows are dominating, but really close to the midpoint and green. I would like to see that push back up and cancel out this bear indicator up here at around 399. I would just round that up to 400, being a key level of resistance to break through if the bulls want to have any strength here. And we want to see the inflows pick up on the 15-minute, pull away from the midpoint and reflect that strength into the chart. And then by doing so, roll some of that strength into the 30-minute as well. So the first support that I'm watching is 396. Below that is going to be the 395 to 393 area. And if things get that bearish and we're around that area, I'll be watching these inflow versus outflows and bull and bear indicators closely. And the next support below 393 that I'm watching is 390. Now, to the upside, if we can get that strength, get these inflows to pick back up, cross the midpoint on the 15-minute, on the 30-minute, and reflect that strength into the chart, the first resistance is 400. Then above that is 402 to 404 area. And then above 404, I would be watching the 407 to 408 area. Those are the key levels I'm watching based off the history of the chart, the bull and bear indicators, inflow versus outflow, and the key levels I'm watching to the upside and to the downside. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.